So first, I would like to start with, do you remember when we met first time?
Yes, I remember very much. I actually still remember you coming inside my office in Lleida. I remember receiving an email from a lady from Italy telling me that she would want to visit. And actually, I remember you coming into the office and we started to chat there. And you presented me what you were doing with the cool roofs, and that you wanted to integrate the phase change materials in there. So you wanted to cooperate with me on that because that's what I was working with. But yes, I remember very well.
Yeah. I also remember very well that after the first meeting, you invited me to your place where I saw your mom cooking paella. Yeah. And day one, we were already chatting in the swimming pool. And so we became friends day one, let's say.
Yeah, that's why shortly after I was preparing this EU project, and I immediately thought to invite you to participate, and we were very lucky to get it. Mm-hmm. And actually in that EU project is the one that I have made more friends, because you remember that we used to stay for the weekend and visit a bit around, like when we went to Ghent, we visited Bruges, and when we went to Israel, we visited Jerusalem and things like this. But that's the way to also foster long-term collaboration.
Yeah, that was an amazing thing, because I started my PhD with that project, and it was awesome. I mean, had the chance to meet you, of course, which at the beginning was a little scary, I would say, but super fascinating. And all the guys involved in the project, they were awesome, all of them. Each and one of them, I still sometimes talk to them, even though they are huge professors around. They were super friendly, and of course, a huge starting point for a PhD student like me. So it was a great experience.
Nice.
Yeah, super. And also personally, I mean, as you said, I mean, I still remember telling my husband, okay, so what are you doing for the weekend? Okay, we rented an apartment, and it was the first time for me to meet all of you, not with you, but with all the others. And I was literally sleeping sharing my bed with the vice presidents of the International Association of Solar Energy and saying, okay, it's like, let's do like this. And that was super. Yeah. And then another project came, and then several co-tutel PhD students spent some time here, some time at the University of Lleida, and that.
And then I got this fascinating idea of trying to spend my sabbatical here.
Yeah.
So I managed only to get 6 months off the university, but I came here for 6 months, and again, it was super nice. Italy in general is very welcoming, but you guys were awesome, and we could do a lot of things, and that's why 10 years later we're still working together.
Yeah, that's true. What about your specific research field? Because Luisa was super revolutionary in her field.
Well, by chance I had the luck to start working on thermal energy storage a long time ago, and I say it was by chance because it's true. I just joined the University of Lleida, and I was invited to visit Germany, and in there they were starting with this topic that at that time was like nobody was working on this. And I thought, well, it's something that it sounds interesting, and I think it's something that I can publish with, and then let's see. 25 years later, I'm still doing this. and I have been able to touch all the aspects of it. So materials, the components, the system, going to control, going to buildings, going to the power system. And that's made also our team very strong in that topic. And it also allows us a lot of collaborations because, as I said, we are touching all the aspects of this discipline. Yes.
Yeah, that's so we learned from you since the very beginning, since we have a bit more focus on the building applications, but from the materials up to the urban scale, now we are working for applying thermal energy storage systems, either passive or active, so
yes.
Super.
We interconnect a lot. I mean, we cover maybe some aspects that you touch more.
Well, I think that's the secret of cooperation. When you are complementary, I always say, if you do exactly the same, it's very difficult to cooperate because at the end you are doing the same. And for example, in projects, in EU projects, it's very difficult. But when you complement each other and one is more expert, like you are more experts in buildings and in the surface, or even in thermal comfort, like this room is showing to us, while I'm more in the technology, more expert in the technology. That's what it makes for us very easy to work together and to sell, our different expertise, but doing it together.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
And you also are member of the PhD board in Energy and Sustainable Development at the University of Perugia, Syria.
Yes. Well, that's one of the ways that I have kept in contact since I came here in 2018. I actually have the pleasure to know about all PhDs that are done in your program, and it also makes me keep on track and know, and also like for me it's easier then to send students here because I know also the topics where the professors are working.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And how's Lleida? How's your institution?
Yeah, I think that in a way it's very similar to Perugia because, Lleida is a small city with a very old university also. Lleida was actually founded in 1297, so it was the second university in Spain, but then it was closed for about 200 years, between the 1700s and the 1900s. But we are very proud to say that we are also a very old institution like here in Perugia. But again, in a small city, a little bit in the middle of nowhere. But also this makes us able to do things that maybe the bigger institutions cannot do because there the bureaucracy is even very much more difficult. For young active people like you and me, Anna Laura, being
That's
here, it makes it much easier because you don't have, those big professors up there stopping you. You have to do it by yourself. But if you are active and that makes it easier. That's the truth. Also, life is easier because you don't have all the burdens of big cities. So in a way, we are very similar. We are also in an agricultural area, here. So that also makes that relationship is easier because we have, let's say, the same needs.
There is another thing that connects our PhDs, the PhD courses that we still have and are online, that are open to everyone, and that we can use as relatively small university to engage even students from abroad. And this is all done through the Impact Test, the project that we were talking before.
Yeah, it's actually, Impact Test was also successful in this way that after the project finished, we are still engaged in what it's called the Impact Test network. Institutions pay a little bit of money yearly, and I want to say it very clearly because it seems that everything has to be free and it's not possible. But with this, we can maintain these courses. Also, the academics, we are engaged into upgrading the courses. And then for the institutions who are members of the network, any PhD student can take courses on there. And there are not only courses on thermal energy storage, but also on soft skills. How to write an EU proposal, how to write a scientific paper, how to prepare a good presentation, how to patent something, why to patent something. So all these courses are there available, of course, for the students in Perugia in any discipline. And I said for Perugia is for free. If you are not member of the network, then you have to pay a little bit, but still it's very cheap. But as you said, Claudia, this is very important because we cannot have all these courses all the time prepared because then you only have like 3 students, 5 students, and that's very expensive because you have to pay the lecturer. In this way, the students have those courses available. They can do it also whenever they need it.
Yeah.
And it's recognized by our institutions in a way for as the training in the PhD for the students. So
and it's material prepared from experts from all over Europe.
That's it. And maintained, because even though we did it 10 years ago, we periodically meet, and those courses that need are upgraded and updated. So yes, that's again another success of that we were able to maintain it even after the funding from EU finished.
You know that we are very much grateful to you and for everything that you have been doing with us and for us, especially at the beginning, still cooperating. And thank you for coming. And we know how difficult it is to block a full week for you to come to University of Perugia and to stay together with us. And of course, this is luckily just the second day of your week, and we are still discussing. Yes, the fun part is yet to come. Yeah, all right.
No, for me it's always a pleasure to come to Perugia, and I also want to thank you because Thank you for your initiative to come, also to come to visit Lleida that time. It made me possible to be here, and again, it's always a pleasure to be here and to cooperate with you, Anna Laura and Claudia. Thank you very much, and thank you to University of Perugia for hosting me. Thank you.